really needs a break, and he gets it in the with the opportunity to write a song for a Britney Spears type character. Her name is Cora Corman in the movie, and she wants him to write a song because when she was very young, she used to listen to pop. And she heard, a couple of songs and loved them and brought him back because he's so retro. And so this is his opportunity. But he only writes music. And his former partner from the band used to write the lyrics. They don't speak anymore. Hugh's character probably doesn't even have his phone number, so he needs to find a lyricist. And Drew is somebody who's a little adrift in life and at the moment is watering people's plants in their apartments. And Hugh is she takes over for somebody else watering the plants, meets Hugh, and it turns out she has this facility for writing lyrics. I've always been fascinated by music. I'm a bad musician, but I've always been fascinated by it. I've always been fascinated by songwriting. And as a writer, I like the idea of writing about writing, but if it gets too close to it, if I were to write about a screenwriter, it would get kind of claustrophobic and too close to my own personal agony. So this was a way to distance myself and yet write about the creative process, which is something that, like most writers, I'm kind of interested in. So combining that with music, and then I love romantic comedies, and I thought that all three of those elements would wind up coming together in a story like this. He's brilliantly talented. He's the best comedic actor I can think of. He's great with a lot of words, and I write way too many words in my scripts, and he doesn't object. And we get along great. We're friends, and having done a movie before, I think we really enjoy each other. And it felt to me like Hugh could play both the rock star side of it and the guy who's very verbal and articulate. Drew is just great. I just love her. She's spontaneous, and she's really, really funny. And she's when she smiles, there's no amount of teaching or coaching or urging or pleading that can achieve that effect. It's just when she smiles, she takes the whole theater with her. It's just magic. And we had spoken before doing the film about trying to explore some new areas, and maybe do some things that she hadn't been able to do before. And for me, anyway, I think her performance is just amazing and covers, ranges and goes to places that I haven't seen her do before. They're very, very different people. It's mostly epitomized by, if you go in their trailers, for example, it would be very, very clear. Hugh's trailer is very, very neat. It's incredibly clean. He got very upset the other day when I brought a sandwich in there. And Drew's trailer is just packed with 30 or 40 people and just clothes all over and dogs and stuff. So that's sort of a perfect encapsulation of who they are. I think they got along great. I think they really enjoyed. I think their differences all worked for the film and for the chemistry, because there's an odd couple aspect to it, which is, I think, romantic and sexy and funny, and I think they had that with each other. I think that's a sign, really, of the best kind of writing, when all the locations are within 4 or 5 blocks of your apartment. Actually, in some cases, in my apartment, in the lobby of my building, and the restaurant is where my wife and I eat. So, and I know New York, so I think that you're a better writer and director when it's a first-hand knowledge of the world that you're in, and you can say, "Oh, I know this. This is a great street to shoot that on, and this is a great restaurant, or this is the feel that I want."